Joe aka Joseph Mascarenhas, a judge on a successful reality show and also a working partner at Club Bar or Blues, is acquainted to the member of the band Magic, Kedar Zaveri, better known as KD or the Killer Drummer. Uddharan. KD narrates how 5 years ago, Aditya Shroff, Magic's lead singer, left the city due to a painful experience. Uddharan Chennai. Jia Sharma, a young music programmer, is the daughter of Pandit Vibhuti Sharma, who was once a great sarod player revered all over the world. Jia is introduced to Uday Brijkishore Mishra, who has come to her father in order to learn music and the sarod from him. Sharma reluctantly agrees, however, has a hard time cooperating since the sarod triggers the memories of his late son. Uddharan. Jia plays her part in motivating Uday and soon they both come together towards achieving common interests. Uday then plays a sarod composition of the song Jia had earlier recorded. Against his will, Jia records Uday's composition on ACD and takes it to the Club Bar or Blues studio, the same studio headed by Joe. Surprisingly, the CD happens to bring about a huge twist of fate and also reunite band members of Magic in the process. Meanwhile, on his birthday, Adi is visited by Joe and KD along with their families. As they later gather together, Joe and KD find Adi's poetry in his diary and ask him if he has a new tune they can play. The next morning, a regular chat between the trio swiftly turns into a past-haunting argument, which reveals that Adi is tormented by the failure of his music label in Mumbai, which took away, along with the money invested, a young, aspiring artist's life. Uddharan Chennai. All the band members end up blaming each other for certain things that lead to the downfall of the label. However, the argument soon ceases as they try to not ruin the birthday party. Adi bids goodbye to his friend and KD promises to return soon. Uddharan. The film flashes back to Magic's old days where Adi recalls how a young boy, Rahul Sharma, insists that he go through a demo tape of his recordings. But upon Adi's refusal, commits suicide. A few days pass and Adi's businesses catch fire. Left with nothing, he travels to Cherrapunji, where he comes across Jia. KD discovers him there and urges him to return to Mumbai and try moving on. But he refuses. Uddharan Chennai. Fast forward to the present. Uday and Jia are called by Joe to the studio, where Jia meets Adi and later performs her song live in the studio. Impressed by her skills, Magic members suggest that Jia sing in an upcoming concert. But Jia backs out at the last moment, for she recalls how her father disapproves of modern-day music, calling it a destroyer of the soulfulness and purity of the art. Uddharan. Adi and his friends eventually take a shocking retreat when a scuffle between the band members lead to Uday informing them that Rahul is Jia's brother. Amidst a highly tense atmosphere, while Joe refuses to cooperate with Adi and KD in their thoughts of apologizing to Jia. The story flashes back 5 years earlier when Rahul tried to attack Adi. The resulting fight attracted a threat from Rahul, following which Rahul killed himself by the time Adi and KD heard his CD and decided to call him. Uddharan Chennai. Jia learns of the truth and breaks off all contact with Magic and Uday and recalls how Baba chided Rahul for ruining the art of Indian music despite his pleadings and valid excuses. Uddharan. Adi learns of some problems in the town in Meghalaya where he had been living, and this causes a rift between him and his wife, who is upset that he does not have time for her. Uddharan. Finally, after some hard thinking, Jia visits Adi in the village and convinces him to stop brooding over Rahul's suicide, stating that he was so dejected with life that he ended up messing with Adi's life as well. Adi visits the camp, but there is not much funding available. So Joe and Katie come up with the idea of organizing a rock concert with some known bands to raise collective funds. However, as soon as Mahendra, the state welfare board chief, who had earlier gotten into an egoistic argument with Adi, learns of this, he orders an ambush on the concert venue, thus ruining everything. Uddharan Chennai. That very day, Sharma is called by a news reporter and is surprised to learn that his father, Jia, was at the venue of the attack. During a heated argument, Jia vents out to Baba that it was he who had killed Rahul by not motivating him what he needed badly in life. This forced her father to reconsider his outdated approach towards music and artists. Uddharan. Meanwhile, a contestant from Joe's reality show brings some equipment as a replacement for the broken setup. The concert becomes a success as Adi gets Jia to overcome her fears and apprehensions. The village recovers from its crisis as Mahendra is forced to release funds. And magic reunites eventually, with Uday as a new member. And Jia becomes a singing sensation.